Is it time to pivot away from your current business strategy? Is your current business strategy failing? Are you currently not getting any views or any sales? This might be your sign to pivot. So if you're anything like me, you started your digital products journey believing that you was going to be super successful. You was going to make tons and tons of sales in your first month. Your SEO was going to be on point because you was using all of the recommended SEO platforms. You was paying for subscriptions, putting in all of the effort, the hours and the work. And at the end of it, you got one sale. Or like me, 17 sales over the past 10 months. So maybe like me, it's time for you to pivot. So you might hear people talk about pivoting, changing direction, how to know when it's time to pivot, etc. But what does pivoting actually mean? Like, what does it mean for the average person? If you are making one sale on Etsy or 17 sales on Etsy, how do you pivot? What do you do? What do you look for? So I'll talk about me and my pivoting journey, and hopefully what that can do is help you to figure out what your own pivoting journey is going to look like. Firstly, I had to decide, what is my end goal here? Is my end goal just to make money, or is it to build a legacy? Now, for some people, it is just to make money. And in that case, your pivot might be slightly different to what I'm going to explain here. But for me, I was like, I want to build a legacy. I want to build a brand. I want to build something that I can build upon. So my initial introduction to Etsy and digital products was looking at trends, following trends. So you would hear a lot about high search, low volume products. And that's what I was trying to target. But that's not long lasting. And yes, you might have some evergreen products in there. However, a lot of the market was fully saturated and it wasn't very unique in terms of the things that I wanted to build. I couldn't build a legacy upon that. I couldn't spend month after month doing SEO research, looking for high search, low volume products that would then send traffic my way, ensuring that all of my product listings were fully optimized without paying for any. It just got overwhelming. You already know where I'm going with this. If you're here, you already know. So I had to stop and say, okay, what is it that I'm looking for? I wanted to do something that I loved, something that I enjoyed doing, something that didn't become tedious or tiresome. And that involved me doing like a self-audit. But we'll get there in another video. That self-audit taught me what I like, what I'm good at, what comes naturally, and which direction I want to move in. Now, it doesn't mean that all of the things that I had been doing before, like looking at SEO, looking at marketing, weren't useful, but it just means that I was going to use it in a very different way. So I moved from chasing seasons to building my own lane. And I'm still building that lane as we speak. The sheer fact that I'm in front of you speaking to you right now is because I chose to pursue my own lane. I chose to pursue a personal brand, and here I am. I took the risk. I'm terrified right now, but I'm here in front of you talking to you. Now, my personal lane was helping small business owners, solopreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, people with side hustlers, and founders to build up their businesses through processes, systems, and practical tools like guides and digital products such as spreadsheets. This took away the need for ongoing subscription-based products that might not actually be, I can't think of the word right now. They may not be well suited to someone who's just starting out. A lot of these subscription-based products are really good, don't get me wrong, but they're there for well-established people, and the costs alone are just deterrents from people trying to start out and sort out their own small business. On top of that, I wanted to share the knowledge and the experience that I gained from working for local government as well as an external auditor, and package that information in a way that would be able to help someone who's starting out who might not have access to that information. So with that realization came my pivot. So instead of making seasonal based digital products, it meant that I actually spent my time and focused in on 3 solid core products. Now, I've just finished making these 3 solid core products, and now I'm at a point where I'm building out my website and soon These products will be available for purchase. They're still in the beta stage. I'm still getting people to test it. And I have found a really good website builder that allows you to have your products on there, have a professional looking website, not only host digital products, but also physical products, courses, and memberships. And you can do all of this for free. If you're trying to build like a sustainable business, a personal brand, and some kind of legacy, this might be a way that you can go about doing that. And I'm really hoping and praying that doing that allows me to grow my business and also allows you to grow your business as well. So, what might your pivot look like? Well, like I said, your pivot might be you looking at the skills that you already have, the things that you enjoy doing, the things that maybe come easily to you. Think about the things that other people tell you that you're good at or ask you for all the time. Then looking at how you can build out a package or a process or a system that allows you to put all of those things together and offer them to others in a way that is beneficial to not only them, but to you. After that, you can go about testing it, seeing what does it land like. When people use it, when people interact with whatever product or service you have put out there, are they actually receiving what you was expecting to give? Or is there something that you might need to tweak? Then after that beta test stage, fully launching and having the confidence to launch. Not only did you have the opportunity to build and hone in on something that you really enjoy doing or like doing or have all the skills to do, but you've tested it with a small group of people who have provided you with excellent feedback that you can then use to tweak your product or change it. Well, tweak and change are the same thing. Tweak your product or market it in a way that is more beneficial to the people that you are trying to help. Finally, it will help build up your confidence. And like I said, I'm at the beta stage. I'm at the point where I've got beyond just trying to build out this product and make it absolutely perfect, because it's never going to be perfect. But what is going to happen is that I can now test it live with people, get proper feedback, solid feedback, and finally be able to offer it out to everyone else. Now, sometimes I feel like people don't talk about this kind of like beta stage testing part, but I feel like that deserves a whole video in itself. Currently, we're just talking about pivoting and how you pivot to finally get to that end result when you finally have a solid product, service, or range of products and services, which allows you to make income, generate the level of income that you want, but in a sustainable way that helps you to build legacy. And it doesn't require you to constantly be chasing all of the seasonal trends and changes. So that's just my opinion. I don't know. Other people might have different opinions, but this is something that I'm trying now. We can do this, guys. The world might have seen us as failing, but it's not failing. We are just recalibrating. And we are going to use that so-called failure to build out our next steps and our eventual success. So let's go. I'll see you in that next video.